How's it going, everybody? SC here, bringing you another ladder cast. We've got Zelot down here in the bottom right-hand corner. He's gonna go up against ByuL over in the center left. I don't know if this is the real ByuL. The account was deleted recently, so probably not. But we'll just call him ByuL for now. It's fine. I've been really enjoying the Zelot games that I've been casting recently. He's not playing a huge amount on his main account, but he does have a bunch of Smurfs, and he's S in like 5 or 6 different accounts. So this guy is a true ladder god, absolutely crushing it on the ladder. He's been making up a whole bunch of different builds. He's been having a lot of success with Guardian play as of late, as we've seen in recent games, and he is cranking it away at 400 APM. This is wild to me. 400 APM, it's crazy, because for me, I have a history of carpal tunnel in my family, and whenever I'm playing, and I have been playing recently, I'm like 180 APM, and my wrists start to break after a couple of weeks of playing. You know, even 4 or 5 hours a day. My wrist is just crazy in pain. So I can't imagine. That's the first thing that goes when my wrist starts to hurt, is the early game APM, because when you're at this level, when you're in the very first part of the game, you really don't need 400 APM to split your drones and, you know, make a gas. So I'm usually around like 50 APM at this time, and then as things start to get heated, then of course my APM will crank up and my wrist will start to break. So it is what it is. I still do love to play this game. I want to get better, but it is just a little bit painful, and of course playing on ladder is pretty painful in itself. Just all the cheese and all the craziness. Like sometimes you get you're doing well, you're getting higher and higher in rank, and then you randomly get matched against someone who's like a 1400, and they end up beating you because they have almost 400 APM, you know, 375, and they just gotta wonder, why is this person being ranked up against me? It must be because they left games over and over and over again until they get the lowest rank possible, and then they end up playing against weaker players and stealing their ladder points. It's super annoying. Anyway, there's a lot of annoying stuff. I mean, at least I'm not getting draw packed. We've seen tons and tons of draw pack on ladder recently. Like the top 4 players on ladder right now are all draw packers. So there's plenty of issues with this game. I hope that Blizzard will fix some of them. That's a joke. Of course they're not going to do that. We've got a sunken colony here at the front. This is something that I've seen Zelot do quite a lot, even when he has Overlord here in the front. This Overlord here trying to make its way around. Even when he's got an Overlord here or here, he likes to build that sunken colony because he doesn't like to produce lings. He's only produced 2 lings this game. I think he lost the first ling out here in the front, and he doesn't really know what's going on, but you know, just throw down 1 sunken. He knows that he'll be safe from a vulture or anything. He's even gonna throw down a second one. That's a little over defensive, I feel, but it's fine. This is just the way that Zelot likes to play, and he's gonna have enough drones here to be mining happily on in his natural. 6 here, 9 here in the main. That's a pretty... I just gotta make this drone mine. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit painful on the eyes. Looks like an armory on the way, so it is going to be a Valkyrie build here out of ByuL. Gonna be throwing down some more barracks here as well, and we'll be seeing him push out with maybe 2, maybe 3 Valkyries and a good chunk of Marine Medic. Of course, you'll have to hold the Mutalisk attack that's incoming, though. 6 mutas are on the way here, +1 attack is coming. Usually you want armor against the Valkyrie build, but he doesn't actually know that it's Valkyrie build just yet. If he could see this, he would know it, but he just can't see that armory as of yet, so he won't know that that's a Valkyrie build. And Zelot sending his mutas out here across the map. Gonna start to do some harassment now in the front. And there's one thing I did miss. I don't know when this happened, but I watched this game earlier on 4x speed. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched the beginning, and I know that an Overlord also died out front here. I think it was that Overlord that was flying, or maybe it was the first Overlord, not this one, but there was an Overlord that flew up to the front and died. I guess I missed it. Wasn't fully paying attention. He sees the Valkyrie pop out now. Oh boy, that Valkyrie's gonna get a good hit here, but it's standing still. Does manage to back away. That was a pretty good volley. Let's take a look at the health. He gets the Valkyrie. Some great micro here around this kind of map feature over here on the left side. Zelot doing a really good job of getting rid of that first Valkyrie and just lowering this Marine count really, really well. And that's after losing that early Overlord, as I mentioned before. Now, we've got more mutas showing up here. Everything in the production tab just says muta. Okay, Scourge as well. That's an important thing to note. Some people like to switch techs here as the Zerg player when they see that the Valkyrie build is coming. It's very, very hard to fight. Some people like to just try and use their micro skill, bring some Scourge up and try to kill that Valkyrie with the Scourge rather than switching techs. So it looks like Zelot's going to take the second option here. He's going to mix some Scourge in and try to get this Valkyrie. Let's see if he can get it. Killing off a lot of SCVs here. You can see just 20 SCVs left now, and there's no turrets here in the natural. None have even been started. He's going to go for it. Oh, just barely not getting that Valkyrie, and ByuL will escape and keep that alive. Now he's got two Valks here. Those are quite scary. That's a big shot from these Valkyries. Not the greatest micro out of ByuL with these Valks. You definitely want to use patrol clicking to make them slide in the opposite direction. Here he comes, going for a Scourge dive here. You just send the Valkyries to... There we go. That was a pretty good one, but the one Valkyrie moves north instead of back to the left here, over to the west. So he ends up getting picked off. Now down to just two Valks once again. This is a precarious situation here for ByuL. Only two SCVs ahead of his Zerg opponent. Two worker lead. Not the greatest here. Still producing mutas, but now lurker upgrades on the way and a big round of drones coming as well. 5 drones in the production tab. He goes for the kill on these Valkyries. He's gonna go again. Oh, I think he gets one at least. No, he doesn't. Okay, he does eventually pick that off, but doesn't get a very good connection. There we go. That was great. Zelot getting a Valkyrie for the very, very low cost of 2 Scourge. That is one of the best trades, I think, in the game. 2 Scourge, that's 25 minerals, 75 gas for, I think it's like 250 minerals for the Valkyrie and 150 gas, something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's something close to that. Taking a fight here over this map feature here. Does kill a lot of mutas, but the Valkyries have been reduced once again, and ByuL cannot move out here until this Valkyrie number is at least 2 or 3. I would even say maybe 3 or 4 actually. But lurkers are about to be done. Hydras are pumping out now. Lurker aspect is ready. He can start to make lurkers, and he can start to drone up really, really hard here. A base over in the center right has that mining going. He needs to pop out a lurker here and protect that location. Looks like he will just send Hydras over, and more Hydras coming here. And yeah, this is fine. You know, Valkyries, go ahead, make more Valkyries. You got 2 Valkyries. Why not make a 3rd? Go ahead, make a 3rd Valkyrie, and you're gonna get here. It's gonna be all lurkers, just straight up lurkers. Looks like the overlords did end up getting picked off. I think 1 or 2 overlords end up going down there. This is a problem that yeah, see, even more overlords gonna go down here. This is a problem I notice a lot in Zelot's game. One thing that he could definitely clean up is his movement of the overlords. it's very, very tough when you're constantly macroing back at home as well, with your 3 base, and of course all of these mutas flying around. It's tough, I understand, but losing like 4 or 5 overlords once the Terran opponent pushes out, that's rough. That's a lot of money. You should be getting rounds of drones in. You should be teching to the next steps, and instead you're kind of just losing out on a lot of your supply and being forced to build a ton of additional overlords. Wow, every single muta except for one ends up going down. That was quite the dive in here at the natural. The Valkyries did a fantastic job. I think one of them got picked off, maybe 2, but they clean up everything, and now it's time to switch techs here for ByuL because Lurker Tech is out. Lurker Tech is out here. It looks like another overlord gonna run forward. This is a real problem for Zelot. We're at like 6 overlords lost now. That's not nothing, guys. That is definitely not nothing. That is another hatchery here. Looks like more hatches gonna be coming up. That would actually be 2 free hatches he could throw down, of course minus the cost of the drones, but still it is a lot of cash. Now tanks are up here at the front. This is a scary moment here for Zelot. He's going for Hydra. No Queen's Nest on the way. We've got double Evo Hydra. This is a strange game, guys. When I first saw this game, oh my god, he's gonna run straight in. Hold that thought. Diving here on top of the lurkers. There's only 3 lurkers here, and a lot of drones are going down. Oh man, lurkers are about to pop here. He really needs these lurkers to come out. Looks like lurkers from the 3rd base is gonna come in for the flank, jump on top of these tanks, try to pick off as many of them as he can. It looks like there's no scan for ByuL. Oh, he was so close to breaking this area, this position, but no scan means he cannot continue this push. You can see the scanner energy is a little bit too low there, and ByuL is shoved back. Zelot saves his base. He saves his base just because ByuL didn't have a scan. Oh man, that's heartbreaker for ByuL. He's now gonna lose some more Marines here as well. The lurkers are pushing forward. There is a science facility finishing up here. Is gonna be producing science vessels so that he can actually see what he's fighting in a moment. ByuL looks like he wants to take another base here too. And back at home, Zelot is just droning like a madman. He's getting his Hydra speed. He already got his range, overlord movement speed, and +1/+1 for his Hydras. It's looking like a mass Hydra game. Are we gonna get drops once again? I think that could be on the menu here for Zelot. Zelot, from the games that we've cast of him, definitely loves to go drop. This man has an affinity for drop that a lot of players have definitely noticed. I remember, was it JYJ or Rush or maybe Royal? I can't remember who it was. Casted a game recently where after the Guardian Rush failed, immediately our Terran player started throwing up turrets in his main because he knew that the follow-up was going to be a drop from Zelot, and it seems like that's the way he likes to play. Looks like floating out our barracks now and switching into mass tank. I like it. ByuL gonna go into a mech game from here. Forget about adding on any more Marines. I'd like to see him throw down some bunkers. Just preserve these Marines as long as possible. Go and take another base up here too. Put a couple of bunkers, fill them up with Marines, and then just switch fully into tank. I mean, Marines are pretty good just like this, but with the bunker, it just makes them so much better at defending now. Are we gonna see a tech switch since Zelot saw how many tanks are popping, and he sees this floating Rex with the Mutalisk here? It looks like he's gonna throw down a Queen's Nest. So Queen's Nest on the way. And what will he do with this? Oh god, he's not mining this gas. Oh, that's so painful. How long has this been going on? Maybe since that attack that broke the natural. That really hurts right now. I guess he's got a lot of bank. So it's not the biggest deal in the world, and he is producing mass Hydra. So I guess there's an argument this isn't hurting him that bad, but really, you do want to be mining 3 on gas for the most part as Zerg. He's moving up a massive group of Hydra lurker here. You can see covering nearly the entire screen right now. Even when zoomed out, this is so much Zerg. 123 supply to 100. Can ByuL hold on against this attack? It is on its way across the map here. This barracks is actually going to slow things down a little bit. Buy him a little bit more time. Mines coming up in the front are amazing as well. Mines are huge. Of course, the Overlord with the speed being brought forth here. Huge, huge, huge. Oh, why is he's upgrading the antenna? That's gotta be a mistake. I thought he would get drops here. He's also got Queen Energy. I saw that in the production tab earlier. Now also Queen Broodling. How many queens is this? It looks like a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wanted to control click, but I'm actually holding my mic and the mouse at the same time, so that's not gonna work. Anyway, like 10 queens, maybe 11 queens. That's spotted. Queens have been spotted. ByuL knows about this. This might be the moment to pull the trigger, although with the army that he has right now, I don't think he's ready to come out and face this massive Hydraless lurker force. I think he just has to sit back here, and that's going to play right into the hands of Zelot with all these queens. Look at this. That's 12 queens. We got 12 queens. Holy, 12 dead tanks here in a minute or so. Oh, there's the Queen Energy. Okay, that was a different upgrade. Queen Energy is now on the way. And of course, Broodling is done. We've got the Hive finally coming down here at 17 minutes. Looks like Zelot recognizing his position, realizing that, you know, ByuL does not want to attack right now. He's just going to be slowly expanding. Might as well grab a bunch of bases around the map. He's going to take this one up here at the north. This one up in the top right. And yeah, that's pretty much all the bases you can get. Maybe you can get this one, and of course this one down here, but these ones in the middle, they're a little bit rough. Defensive position there, maybe for vultures trying to run by. Gonna put some some defenses down over in this corner as well. Vulture's not gonna be able to get by that area very easily. Ooh, great lurker spines here, dealing a lot of damage to this. And he's even gonna make the lurker there in the entrance, the egg wall. Egg wall OP, boys. Lose some vultures there as well. Starting to get mining here at the 12 o'clock position. The supplies are getting huge. Eventually, we're gonna see ByuL with the massive, massive tank force that should be able to wipe out all of these Hydras. It's really gonna come down to these Broodlings. How are the Broodlings gonna connect? Can ByuL do something crazy like use an EMP or something on them? Oh, he's got a lot of Valkyries here. That's a good move as well. What is this? 5 Valks. Okay, okay, I see you. I see you. Do we have armor on these? No, we do not. And 5 Valkyries. If he scans and finds these, he could send out the Valkyries. Like, let's say all the queens were sitting here. Okay, there's a lot of vision around the map for... Oh god, some Hydras just being filtered in. Not the greatest play. He brings out the Valkyries. Here we go, gonna fight these queens. One of them goes down, but most of them are gonna get their Broodlings off. However, they will not be able to run away and refill that energy. Only 3 managed to survive. So this Valkyrie play turned out really, really good here for ByuL. Valkyrie tank, I mean, it cannot be, you cannot underestimate Valkyrie tank. It's an amazing composition. It takes a long time to build into. Gas is extremely important with this style, but Valkyrie tank is insanely powerful. Everything in the air gets wiped out by the Valkyries. Everything on the ground gets wiped out by the tanks. And Zelot is going to have a real hard time engaging this army now as it moves across the map. Looks like he's going to go for a counterattack. That is definitely a good idea here. He needs to buy some time. especially for some more broodlings. He doesn't actually have more queens in production. No, he does have a lot more queens that have popped out. I didn't see them in production, but he did in fact make a whole bunch of those. He's just buying time for that energy now. Oh, can he get the command center? Yes, he does get that picked off. And a big force here moving through the center for ByuL. He's heading towards the natural. This is do or die here for Zelot. Can he get these broodlings off? Can he surround and kill this army with Hydra? His supply is looking pretty good. He's gonna lose a ton of overlords though. Oh my god, he's being supply blocked here. A great D matrix on that front tank keeps it alive. All these overloads going down. I feel like these Valkyries could even get in here and kill a bunch of the queens as well, and that might just be GG at that point. Hydra's moving into position. He could surround and finish off this force. He sees it. He sees the queens. Oh no, queens gonna be hit right here. Oh no, so many queens go down. Their energy just very close. 133 energy on one of those queens. He was so close to getting a broodling off, to getting that broodling energy ready. He's gonna lose these queens here in the main as well. No, all the queens go down. That was such a massive investment, but meanwhile breaking through here. Sorry, I was way too into those queens going down, but that is a really big part of this game. Loses the third base, and there's almost no mining left here for ByuL. I think he's going to be okay, though. The supply really tells the story here. 98 supply for Zelot. He's losing the main base. He just doesn't have any overlords left over at this point, and that's going to be almost impossible, really, to recover from this position. He's coming out with the Hydras, gonna fight with this small army here in the front. ByuL has to take another base now, otherwise he'll just be fighting with the army that he's got. He won't be able to produce anything more, so he is gonna move slightly up and take this base. Do we have any queens left over, or were they all killed? I think they were legitimately all killed, and that even the hive is gonna go down here. The spire, all the tech has fallen. Looks like just making a hatchery and a queen's nest. Oh, okay, he's just gonna make more queens. It looks like queens and hydras, and see what he can do. A dropship on the way. Maybe he wants to drop some vultures up here into this last mining base, really, for... Oh, actually, no, he's got some more mining over here. So Zelot's actually mining quite a bit more than ByuL right now, but his army is way worse. Okay, we got one queen. Oh, lurkers here. Tanks walking into lurkers, and Hydra's gonna come up now that these tanks are badly damaged and running straight up on top of them. He's gonna be able to kill them all. So finally clears this tank force that killed his main. A little bit of vengeance there, a little bit of closure for Zelot as he clears this out. Those few Marines that have been here since the very beginning of the game finally going to be taken down. Haven't been producing Marines for a while, that's for sure. Now a command center going to be floating out. That's not the main, that is the natural. Looks like he wants to float it up here to this high ground. If he grabs that high ground position, I don't think there's any way that Zelot can win this game. I feel like Zelot needs to get in here and fight this army. Still have those 5 Valkyries. I'd love to see the kills on these. 7, 5, 10, and 4. God damn, that's a lot of kills. That's so many overlords, so many queens that have been killed off. Very frustrating stuff. Looks like a drop coming around the outside. I don't think Zelot spotted it. Let's see what it can do in terms of that damage. He is going to get in here, and Hydras are being sent away. Okay, he's got 4 Hydras, but I think a lot of drones will end up going down. Here we go. Drone kills galore here. ByuL gonna kill 4, 5, maybe even 6 drones at this point, and really limiting that economy for Zelot. However, Zelot is very close in that supply overall. Pretty crazy to see. And there's the group of queens now. We're getting close to another 10, 12 queens here. He needs to keep these away from the Valkyries, man. If these queens end up going down to the Valkyries once again, I'm gonna throw a shit fit. This is insane. Looks like a lurker. Delay things just for a moment here, but ByuL is making a very strong move across the map. How much energy do we have? Oh, it's like 40 seconds off for most of these queens. Hopefully he can force ByuL to turn around for a minute or so that he can just get that energy up and rolling. Command center wants to land, but Hydras are in the way. Looks like he's gonna go ahead and focus on a couple of tanks. I think he gets at least 2 tanks here. Nicely done. A third, maybe even. 3 tanks for just a small group of Hydra. Really a great trade there on top of this ramp. Like it. I really like it. It's a good move. And now these queens are going to be that much more valuable, right? As he comes forward here and kills off, you know, 10 tanks, the tank number is going to get so incredibly low that the Hydras might just be able to break some of these positions. But he needs to do it pretty quick. This is a free group of tanks here. 2 tanks sitting in the middle of the map. Those should be killed off here by Hydras at some point. I think he can actually see this. Can he not? Yeah, he can. Can absolutely see that the tanks are there. Just bring some Hydras and finish those off. That would be a really good, nice value. A lot of Hydras here. A lot of queens over here. Looks like he's gonna go for a kill. Gonna get that. 1 hit on the Science Vessel. Not able to finish it off though. Only 4 Valkyries here now. Where did the 5th one go? I wonder. Seems to be MIA. The 10 kill Valkyries still there. Here comes a group of queens, but he gets the scan off. He sees. Oh, shoot your broodlings. We get 3 broodlings off, 4 broodlings off, and all the queens will end up dying. But not the worst trade in the world, okay? We got 4 tanks for 4 queens. It's okay. Do need to protect these though now. Come on, we gotta run forward and try to kill these. Oh my goodness. Zelot a little bit slow to the punch there. Not able to actually jump on top of those Valkyries. He really needs to pick these off. If he picks off all 4 of these Valkyries with his Hydra, I mean, then the queens are going to have free reign, and they're going to be able to get their broodlings off more than 1 time, which makes the queens so much more powerful. I feel like you need all your Hydras right here, or most of your Hydras just outside of range of the tanks, so then you can come forward, shoot your broodlings, and hopefully the Hydras will defend against the Valkyries. Sitting way back here with the Hydras is not really doing himself any favors. Another base being taken over in this location. This game is becoming a little bit crazy, a little bit ridiculous. A lot of queens here ready with their energy. Valkyries are moving forward. They're actually going to fly right into the Hydras. Oh no. Losing some of those Valkyries, and these queens are going to have free reign here. It's going after the queens over in this location, but they're just going to be pulled away. This is a science vessel, not long for this world, I think. Actually, it's going to escape up into the top right-hand corner. We don't have a Spire, so he can't actually get up there and kill that. But I don't know what good it's going to do him up in that location. Here comes the queens. Where are the shots? Broodling being cloned. A little bit slow here from Zelot. A lot of his Hydras are getting cleaned up, but this is not that many tanks. A lot of them are here in the natural, going to be sent up now. Tons and tons of Hydras shoving their way forward. ByuL is going to lose the base over here at the top left. Tanks are being brought up, but GG is called. Zelot takes him down despite losing mass queens. He manages to make it work. What a crazy game. What a crazy back and forth there. I definitely enjoyed that one. Queen Hydra, just straight up Queen Hydra, not even going into Hive there. Actually, he did get Hive, but I don't think he got any Hive tech units. No Guardians, no Ultras, no Defilers. Just Queen Hydra, and of course upgrades coming from that Hive. He also didn't go for drop. Instead went for Antenna. Antenna is actually the range upgrade for Overlord Vision, which I mean, the only time you really see that taken is by accident. People almost never want to get Overlord Vision range. It's just not a thing. Overlords already have great vision. Yeah, I don't know why you would ever want to get that. It seems like a mistake. You may want to rebind that. I remember I used to have that bound to a key that was kind of common, and like a key that I could reach very easily, and I would often accidentally click that and get that upgrade. So I just rebound it to, like, you know, P or L or something like that, and it was way on the other side of the keyboard, and I never ended up clicking it again. It is an expensive upgrade, and you don't want to get it if it's not necessary, and I can't think of any situation where it would actually be necessary. Now, that's going to be it for our game, guys. Zelot takes it away. There's your score screen. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe. You know the drill. Give me a comment as well. It helps me with the algorithm. And I'll see you guys in the next cast.